I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And they only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know. That was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, the definition of man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the women you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, the definition of game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Topsoil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Oh, we here. What's poppin'? What's good, people? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to my lovely lady, April MC, in the building. Shout out to April MC in the building. Shout out to Blaze. What's going on? Studio Her Music, Monogamous Player Amani, Steve-O Baby, Dukalex, Phoenix Miles. Shout out to Dax a Million. Aussie's up in the building. Who also got up in here? Shout out to Raymond. June Sports is up in the motherfucking building. Appreciate you for tuning in. Shout out to who else we got up in here? Puma King is in the building. G the Mod is up in the building. Mark Tavius, what's going on? Joe Blast in the motherfucking building. Shout out to Joe Blast in the building. Corey 2S is up in here. Coffee Brown is up in here, man. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. So today, guys, we're going to be talking about the art of rejecting women. Okay? Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. There's an art to this, man. We got to get into this. But before we get into all of that, y'all already know what needs to go down. So let's just get to it. So first of all, make sure that you guys go to this website, CunninghamElements.com. Get your masculine identity parfum, soap, and shea butter. Go to masculine identity membership. My bad, CunninghamElements.com. I said the wrong one. CunninghamElements.com. Get your masculine identity parfum, masculine identity soap, and shea butter at CunninghamElements.com. Make sure you guys go and get that cracking right now. Also, make sure you guys go to shoplocario.com. Make sure that you guys get online dating consultation, the massive game collection, master the vetting process, how to have sex with 2 women a day, ebook, audiobook, and all the other programs and books and stuff on shoplocario.com. Make sure you guys do that. Also, make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com where you get 45 to 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Make sure that you guys do that and get that cracking. You feel what I'm saying? Because right now on the Bad Boy membership, we got this program, 9 Easy Ways to Meet and Attract Women. Make sure you check that out on the Bad Boy membership. Excuse me. And also, Go to masculineidentitymembership.com to join the Masculine Identity Membership so that you guys can get on the Zoom calls with Miles every Monday. It is fire, so make sure you guys do that and get that going. You feel me? Also, last but not least, make sure that you guys go to patreon.com. Patreon.com/Mr. Locario for the Bad Boy Show. We just did a Bad Boy Show today. I'm going to be uploading that tonight. So make sure you guys tune in for that. The topic's going to be why you got to test women on the first date. And we break down different ways that you can test women on the first date. It is so fire. You guys got to get on patreon.com/Mr. Locario to check that out. I'll be uploading that later. So make sure you guys do that and get that going. And guys, if you have a question, put a Q in the chat. If you want to call in number is 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300. And we're not going to be doing a long show today. So, because we got some consultations that we got to do later. So if you want to call in, now is the time. Do not wait till the last minute because we're going to be here for probably an hour or so, hour and 5 minutes or some shit like that. So make sure that you guys call in if you want to call in now. If you have a question, put the Q in the chat now so we can get to your questions at the end and we'll make that happen. Now, let's jump into this topic because this is a very, 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 very important topic. And today's topic is the art of rejecting women, when and how to let them go. Okay. Now, what do I mean by the art of rejecting women? Right. What I'm saying is this, is that you guys have to learn how to reject women, understand that it's necessary to reject women. And you need to know that if you are not rejecting women, you got to understand that you are playing this game all wrong. Right. And a lot of times what happens is that when we talk about rejection, right, you're always thinking about a guy approaching a woman and getting rejected. So a lot of times you guys are scared to approach women because you think you're going to get rejected. Or what I found interesting was, there's a website that I find some of my, pictures for the thumbnails, like the background pictures or whatever. So I typed into the search, like man rejecting women. I typed in man leaving women. I typed in like man breaking up with women and all this other stuff, right? And what I found funny was a lot of the photos and images were of women, or it looked like women rejecting men. Like I couldn't find a photo of something that looks like a man rejecting a woman. You understand what I'm saying? So what happens is that already in your psyche, based on what society tells you, based on what you've been seeing, based on what you've been conditioned to believe, you believe that rejection is just a thing for guys. Like we approach the girls and they reject us. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you think. But what you got to understand is that you have to learn and know how to reject women. I'm going to tell you why it's important. The reason why it's important for you to reject women is because you rejecting women is directly tied to and correlated to your masculine identity. Shout out to Miles. Because what happens is the reason why you would reject a woman is because the woman is not living up to your standard. The woman is doing something you may not like. The woman is not giving you what you want. Now, understand, you need to know who you are to understand what you want. You need to understand the man you are to know what you like and don't like. You need to understand the type of person you are so that you understand your standards and boundaries and things like that. So a lot of times what happens is that a lot of guys don't understand rejecting women because they don't understand themselves. They don't understand who they are. So what they do is they look at a woman, they're like, oh, she's hot, she's bad, she's sexy, and all this other stuff, right? So they're caught up in how the woman looks. So that woman could be in a situation with that guy, let's say on a date, and she's doing something that he may not like, right? But what is he going to do? He's going to ignore it because she got a fat ass. She's going to say something he doesn't like. What is he going to do? He's going to ignore it because he's trying to fuck, right? But see, when you have game, you understand that you're going to have to reject women. And this is the thing. When you're rejecting women, right, you can reject them blatantly by letting them know you're not interested in what's going on. Or two, you can reject them without saying a word. Just you reject them in your mind. And I'm going to tell you how you do this thing, right? So I'll give you an example. There was a time where, I'll give you one example because this is plenty of situations. So I was talking to this girl and I told her, hey, meet me at this spot, right? And she was like, well, in order for me to meet you there, you got to get me a car so I can get there, right? And then I said to her, nah, I'm good. And then I just kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? So I rejected her because I'm like, I'm not getting her no fucking car. You understand what I'm saying? And the fact that she would even ask me to get her a car shows me the level of interest she has in me. Because if she was really interested, she would have got her own fucking car and came to where I was telling her to come to see me, right? But she's telling me to get the car, and I'm like, we're done. You're rejected. It's over. So I just texted her. I said, nah, I'm good. You can stay home, and that's that, right? Or let's say, for example, you are on a date with a woman, right? So I've had this happen plenty of times, right? And this is what I do. And actually, we talked about this on a Bad Boy show. So I'm on a date with a woman, and I will purposely tell her to do something, right? It could be something simple. So, for example, I had a date with this chick. I told her to meet me at this bar. I got to the bar maybe 5 minutes before her. I sat down, right? I ordered a drink. She texted me. She was like, oh, I'm on my way. I'll be there in 5 minutes. I'm walking from the train or whatever it is like that. So I said, cool. So now I'm sitting in this, I ordered a drink and then I sat down in this like couch situation, but it was like a couch, a table, and then two chairs in, on the other side. So she comes in, right? She gives me a hug. I gave her a hug or whatever. I'm like, what's up? What's good? And then so she takes her coat off and then she sits down across from me. And I said, no. Come sit right here. Come sit next to me. So I pointed, next to me. I was like, come sit next to me. Right. So then the chick was like, oh no, I'm good over here. Right. So she was like, I'm good sitting here. So I told her to sit next to me. Then she said, I'm good sitting here. Right. So now in my mind, I'm rejecting her. She's done. Like the date was basically over at that point. So what I did was, because I told her, hey, we're going to go out and get a drink, right? I already ordered my drink. I told her, order a drink. Soon as I was done with my drink, I said, listen, it was good seeing you. Take care. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm rejecting the woman because she's not doing what I want. I'm rejecting the woman because she's not being what I want. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, the problem is that a lot of guys don't understand rejecting women. They'll just continue to deal with a woman who's not giving them what they want, who's not responding the way they want the woman to respond. You see what I'm saying? And so this is the thing. When you're rejecting women, you're rejecting them because what they're doing, saying, how they're acting is in contrast to your masculine identity, to what you want, to how you want shit to go. Because if they were doing the things that you wanted, you wouldn't have to reject them. You see what I'm saying? So when it comes to rejecting women, it's you understanding yourself so that you can say, you know what, this woman isn't doing the things I like. So I don't want to fuck with her. I don't want to talk to her no more. I don't want to see her no more. I don't want to make anything happen, because this is the thing. You have to understand that you are allowed. Listen to what I'm saying here. You are allowed to reject women. I know this is probably the first time you ever heard this in your life. You are allowed to reject women. It's as crazy as you're like, well, yeah, Locario, isn't that like, of course I can reject a chick, but no, listen to what I'm saying. You are allowed to reject women, which means you are allowed to have standards. You are allowed to say, I want this a certain way. You're allowed to say, if the woman isn't doing this way, I don't want to fuck with her. But see, a lot of guys, they don't think that that's possible or that they could do that. Because what most guys are taught is, I meet the woman, I'm attracted to her, I want her, so now I have to impress her so that she'll give me a chance. And even though she's acting weird, even though she's being inconsistent, even though she's ignoring me, I still got to keep trying. I got to hang in there, bro. Just hang in there. Just hit her up one more time. It's okay. Just, text her next week. Maybe next week she'll want to talk to you, right? So all of these things that you don't like that are happening, you're supposed to sit there and take it on the chin and just keep trying and keep going and chase her and all this other stuff. No. You are allowed to say, I don't like this. And when you don't like it, you bounce. You stop fucking with her. You don't give her any more energy. But see, this is the problem though. The problem is that you see the fat ass, you see the titties, right? And you can't help yourself. You're like, but bro, she's so bad though. Like, and see, the problem is this. You don't love yourself, which is why you would do that in the first place. Meaning that if you actually respected who you are and loved yourself, you would put yourself first. So what does putting yourself first means? That means that you're only dealing with women on your terms. So if she's not doing things on your terms, what does that mean? That means you have to reject her. You understand what I'm saying? You got to reject her. And now, like I said, you can reject the woman in your mind, meaning in your mind, she's charged to the game. So you don't necessarily even need to say anything to her. You don't got to call her on the phone. Hey, listen, I just realized that, I feel like this isn't going to work out. You don't have to do that. So you might have went out with a girl twice, hung out with her twice or whatever it was. And you realize, you know what? I don't really like how shorty be acting. And then you just stop texting her or calling her. Right? That's you rejecting her. Now, she could be texting you, but you could leave her on red. You don't have to fucking respond. You understand what I'm saying? She could be trying to reach out to you and you can just ignore her. You don't got to sit on the phone or, hey, I just wanted to say that I felt like there were these differences between us. And, I like when things are like this. And let me explain myself. No, you don't got to do none of that shit. You understand what I'm saying? You don't got to sit there explaining yourself. You shouldn't be explaining yourself. You don't have to give her closure. You don't have to fucking respond to her and tell her why you don't want to see her anymore. See, it's like this. For example, there's times where, I would tell a chick, hey, come through to the crib, right? And this will be my first time them coming to the crib, right? So let's say I went out to get coffee with a chick and then I hit her up next week. I say, hey, come to the crib, right? And then let's say she's like, oh yeah, definitely. I'm gonna come through. So we set a time for her to come to the crib. And then let's say on the day that she's supposed to come to the crib, right? She hit me with the, oh, hey, I'm sick. Or, oh, hey, something came up at work, right? So now what I do is, right? I just either leave it on red, or let's say she says she's sick. I just say, feel better. And then I just keep it moving. But what happens is that I've rejected her in my mind, meaning she's done. I didn't tell her that I'm never going to call her again. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm just telling myself I'm never going to call her again. And then what happens is that when she doesn't hear from me, she'll realize that she's been rejected. Now, sometimes what'll happen in that situation is a woman she might reach back out to me after I stop talking to her after she flaked on the situation, right? And what happens is 9 times out of 10, I just ignore her, right? But there are times where, let's say if she comes back and she's super apologetic and, oh my God, I'm so sorry and I really want to see you, then maybe, that's a small maybe. But in general, if I text a girl and I say, hey, come through, and she hits me with the I'm sick, because usually, and I did a video on this on TikTok, usually when women tell you they're sick, they're lying. But anyway, so when she hits you with the I'm sick and she's not coming through, then at that point, we're done. Like, it's over. You understand what I'm saying? It's a wrap. It's finished. And so what happens is that in that particular situation, a lot of times what women will want you to do is they would want you to continue to holler at them. They want you to continue to pursue. They want you to continue to interact with them and still make something happen after the fact. Right? And what I say is, hell the fuck no, we're done. Because sometimes what will happen is that the girl will hit me back and I'll just leave her on red. I won't say anything. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if the girl keeps hitting me back and she's becoming a nuisance, in some cases, I might hit her back and say, hey, listen, this ain't working out, so good luck to you. Right? And I had to reject her. You understand? Because from the beginning, or I should say from the point where she showed me that she wasn't following instructions and cooperating, at that point, that's when I said, yeah, we're good. What I'm telling you guys is do not feel guilty or do not feel some type of way about rejecting women. And see, you reject them when they're not following your lead. They're not cooperating. They're not, reciprocating sexual interests. That's when you have to stop it. You see what I'm saying? That's when you got to stop it. Because see, the thing is, the reason why you guys think that rejecting is just a woman rejecting a man is because you're looking at things on the front end and just on the surface. But what happens is that when you guys are talking to women, right? Remember, you're supposed to bring them into your situation and your structure. So whenever I'm talking to a woman, right? She understands that just because I'm there talking to her, she understands that doesn't mean she got me. See, for a lot of you guys, women got you when you're interacting with them and talking with them. Or you get their number or you take them on a date, whatever it is. Certain women know that they got you. What do I mean by they got you? They know that they got you, meaning that they know that you are interested in them, that you like them, that you're really feeling them. They know this. They could see it through the way that you're talking, your body language. They know that you are so enamored with them, right? But when I interact with women and I talk with women, they don't understand or they don't know that they got me because they don't, but they're trying to figure out if they do. You understand what I'm saying? So now, I remember somebody said to me, they said, Locario, and I was like, this is a great question. They said, Locario, how does a woman, because I tell guys, be direct, let a chick know you want to hook up, get shit popping with sex, flirt with them, be sexual, whatever. So somebody asked me, Locario, if you're doing that, doesn't the woman know she got you? Because you're trying to make sex happen, so doesn't she know that she got you? And I was like, that's an excellent question. But check this out. The reason why she doesn't know that she got me or not, that she's still like wondering, is because what happens is that when you're a sexually attractive guy who has game, she realizes that to you, sex means nothing. See, to the average dude, sex is everything. So this is why she knows she got you when you're interacting with her, right? But when I have sex with a woman, what she's wondering is he going to call me? Is he done with me? Does he actually care? Right? And the reason why is because I don't put sex on a pedestal like the average guy. You see what I'm saying? See, the average guy, the woman knows she got him because he's putting sex on a pedestal. When a guy with game is interacting with her and sex is brought up or sex happens to happen, she realizes that that don't mean shit, because for when a man has game, she has to bring more than just vagina for that man to give a fuck. You see what I'm saying? See, the sex is that's just the formality. That's nothing. That's nothing. That's just a way for her to prove her cooperation. You understand? So if I'm talking to a woman, it's gonna be sexual because we need to get this particular situation to where it needs to be on a sex tip to let you know that the sex don't mean nothing. So meaning, I'm not going to take you on 3 dates. I'm not going to sit here and listen to your horse shit. I'm not going to act like I care about what you're saying just so I can get sex. That's what the average guy does. You understand? When I'm talking to the woman, I'm saying, listen, sex happens now or I'm gone. There needs to be sexual chemistry in the situation or this is ending. And that needs to be upfront. But what happens is that she understands that means nothing. And in order to get me, she needs to provide more. You understand? This is I'm trying to give you guys this game. She needs to provide more because this is what all women know. All women know that there are different types of guys and they know the type of guy they're fucking with. Because see, the guy who has game, she's like, oh, yeah, I want to fuck him. And I really like him. And I would want more of him. But I know I can't get more of him unless I do something to earn him. The average guy, she's like, I don't want to fuck him. I know he wants to fuck me. And he has to do a lot for me to even think about giving him the pussy. You understand? So now what happens is that the guy who has game, he's in that position where she is afraid of getting what? Rejected. This is why sometimes a woman wants to fuck you and she might be a little hesitant because she's like, oh, you're a player and, I don't know, right? And in those particular situations, right, her fear is overriding her desire to fuck you. But nonetheless, what happens is that she understands the dynamic in the situation, right? And so she understands that she will be rejected, right? Even before sex happens, if she doesn't follow that man. You understand? I'm telling guys, this is why you have to understand the shit. Because this is the thing. When you're dealing with women, right? And let me give you guys some heavy game. Here we go. This is what you guys got to understand, right? When you deal with women, if a woman thinks, right? If she thinks that you are so enthralled with the idea of getting her pussy, right? Then that puts her in a position to where she feels like she can get you to do whatever. And then if you don't do that whatever, she's going to discard you and reject you. Now, when you're a man who has game, you have standards, you have principles, you have a masculine identity, you require a woman to follow your lead. You require a woman to earn her spot in order to get you. So now, the same way she's dealing with that average dude, she can't deal with you like that because the average dude is so caught up on her pussy. The man with game is not. So the man with game is like, oh yeah, you got some nice titties. I see your ass. That's cool. But that don't mean shit. Because shout out to Steve. He says sexy is what sexy does. So if you're not doing, follow what I'm saying? If you're not doing the things I require of you, I don't care how you look, I'm not fucking with you. You see how that works? It's really simple. I'm not fucking with you. And see, what happens is that you have to be in this position, right? For it to even matter. What am I saying? If you're a guy who is chasing behind women, kissing their ass, tricking, simping, right? You can't reject women. I'm gonna say it again. If you're the type of guy who's kissing ass, simping, tricking, all that other shit, you can't reject women. You understand? And the reason why you can't reject women is because by the nature of your behavior, right? The woman has already rejected you by accepting dealing with you with that type of behavior. You understand? So you can't reject women when you're a simp or a trick because women have already rejected you just by accepting you. Follow what I'm saying here. Follow what I'm saying here. You being a simp, a trick, a loser, a needy, goofy motherfucker, a dude chasing a woman, you can't then turn around and be Big Dick McGriff and try to, put your foot down and reject the chicks. No, you can't do that because the woman has already rejected you by accepting you. What does that mean? That means that she knows she don't really like you, but she's still deciding to interact with you. So you're starting from a deficit. That chick don't like you, respect you, or see you as a man. So you have no power in this situation. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're the type of guy who exactly Coffee Brown she's settling for. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is that because you have no standards, because you have no structure, because you don't have a way of doing things, because you don't understand yourself, you have nothing to go off of to reject a woman. You understand? Because once you know what you like and don't like, then when a woman does something you don't like, that's when you reject her. But if you're so blinded by ass and titties, what you're going to do is that you in your mind is thinking, I like this woman regardless. Like, she's wifey, bro. She's so bad. This is what the average dude thinks. This is why a lot of pickup artists love to fucking chase women, wear them down, and all this other stuff. Because listen, if I told a pickup artist to reject a woman, his head would explode. His head, he would fucking malfunction. If I said to one of these pickup artists, hey, you see that bad bitch over there? She just shit tested you and disrespected you. Next time she come over here to try to talk to her, tell her to bounce. The nigga couldn't do it. He'd be like, Locario, she's so bad though. I mean, it was just a shit test. She was just doing that because she likes me. You see how like it's gotten so bad that dudes try to delude themselves into thinking that the shit test is done because she likes you. No, the shit test is actually a rejection. They don't want to see that though. And see, this is why guys like them would never be able to reject women. See, these women could literally spit in their face and slap them. And they'll be like, oh, it's okay. It's not that bad. She has nice spit. Her hand isn't that hard. It kind of felt good. It was kind of soft. Like they'll find any excuse to deal with a woman just because of the way she looks. So the thing is that these guys, they don't know anything about rejecting women. I promise you this. Ask any of these pickup artist guys, even the red pill dudes. Say, hey, tell me a time where you rejected a woman off rip. They be like, what? Huh? What that mean? So they would be like, what? They would have no idea what rejecting a what? What do you mean rejecting? Tell me the last time you had a bad chick and you rejected her. They couldn't even tell you because they don't understand that. Because their whole identity, the whole way they do things is, well, she's hot, so she can do whatever she wants. She's hot. She plays by different rules, bro. She's hot, so I'll do whatever she says in order to get some pussy. She's hot. I want her to be my girlfriend because I want to show her around and feel good about myself that I have a hot chick on my arm. So these guys don't know anything about rejecting women, because in order for you to reject women, you gotta love yourself. It's really that simple. It's really that simple. Because remember, see, what's funny is a woman will reject you over whatever, right? So a woman is like, look, I don't like this, so I'm not going to call him again. A woman's like, I'm not feeling this, so I'm not going to have sex with him. A woman's like, you see what I'm saying? Like, isn't it crazy how women got more balls than a lot of these dudes? Isn't that crazy? Most women have bigger balls than most of these males out here. You see what I'm saying? And see, the reason why is this. See, in order for you to reject women, you have to have an abundance mindset. You see what I'm saying? You got to have an abundance mindset. If you don't have an abundance mindset, you're going to have a scarcity mindset. And the scarcity mindset makes you okay with dealing with fuck shit. And then you want to rationalize fuck shit. You see what I'm saying? That's why, for example, again, this is why a lot of the pickup artists, they're okay with women disrespecting them, giving them shit tests and all this other stuff, because these dudes have a scarcity mindset, right? Because they're like, oh, she's hot. And they look at a woman being hot as rare, which is why they say, well, a hot girl is harder to get because she's so hot and she gets all this attention and she's special, right? So they have that scarcity mindset when it comes to dealing with these hot women. And so because they have the scarcity mindset, they're like, well, she's hot, she's here, I don't want to lose her, so I'm just going to do everything I can to keep her, right? So instead of them saying, look, this chick, I like the way she look, but she's a fucking loser. Like, has that ever crossed your guys? Has that ever crossed your mind that you see a hot woman, a woman that you think is physically attractive? Has it ever crossed your mind that she might be a loser? No, think about it. Think about it. Has it ever crossed your mind that this woman that you are physically attracted to and or sexually attracted to is a loser? Right? See, most guys put women like that on a pedestal based on the way she looks. They attribute all of these awesome attributes to this woman based on how she looks. But have you ever thought that this woman who I'm physically attracted to or sexually attracted to, maybe she's a loser. Maybe this woman don't know how to listen. Maybe this woman has an attitude problem. You understand what I'm saying? But see, a lot of these guys will never think that way. Why? Because they're conditioned when they see the hot woman to put her on the pedestal. And this is what some of these dumb niggas will say. Well, Locario, I don't care that she's a loser. She's hot, bro. I still want to fuck. You see? And so what happens is that a lot of these dudes let the pussy be the most important thing, and they'll be okay with allowing a loser woman to be in their lives. They're okay with allowing a loser to interact with them and fuck their whole shit up. You understand what I'm saying? They'll allow this because of the way she looks. But they never stop to think, well, maybe this chick is like a loser. Maybe she's a cornball. Maybe she don't got no skills. She kind of stupid. She's all over the place. She's inconsistent. She's irresponsible. You understand what I'm saying? Like, these motherfuckers never think this. They see a woman they think is hot, and she's everything perfect. She's amazing. Like, she could do no wrong. Right? She's so bad, I gotta take her out to dinner. I gotta show her a good time. I gotta roll out the red carpet because she's different. She's a hot chick. You can't treat hot chicks like you treat regular girls, bro. You can't treat a 10 like you treat a 5, bro. What are you talking about? That's crazy, Locario. That's insane. Locario, what are you talking about with all this love yourself bullshit, man? Fuck all of that. We got to get this pussy by any means necessary. I don't care that she's a fucking loser. I don't care that she's on drugs. I don't care that she's a thief. She's bad. I'm trying to fuck. I don't care that she disrespected me. I don't care that she called me out my name and all this other shit. She's bad, though. That's all that counts. That's all that counts. It was funny because I saw, let me see if I can find this. I should have had this shit. Hold on. Let me see if I can find this fucking, it was on Game Global's channel. Well, let me take this call real quick. Yo, what's popping? Who's this?
This is Charlie Kiefer. How you doing, Mr. McCall?
What's going on? What's popping, bro?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's good with you?
Not much. I'm doing really well. Hopefully you're doing well as well. And thanks for taking my call, and really grateful to be here.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to add a quick point, and shout out to the chat in April and whoever else. Guys are still on this thing that, like, they think it's the look of the woman rejecting them when it's really just her own personality and spirit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so it's actually quite moronic when you think about it, to think that you're not enough. But I'm not going to talk about the whole enoughness, self-love shit today, because that's for another call.
Mm-hmm.
But, and also you got to get coaching. But, I heard Mr. Justin say this, and shout out to Mr. Justin. He was saying something along the lines, I kind of forget, but I'm paraphrasing here. But he basically, like, some guy, like, asked him, like, like, how do I get the girl to do what I want, quote unquote,
Right.
And he's like, and then the guy was like, well, don't you get rejected a lot?
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about, like, rejection, and Mr. Justin alluded to this, is, like, if you, like, the girl that you want is the girl who wants to do the activity with you, right? So by definition, why would you worry about the girls who reject you?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's not actually what you want.
Mm-hmm.
It's still just another form. And the question that guy was asking was, he's still asking deep down, how do I prove myself to the woman?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And so, like, guys need to just face themselves that this is what I do.
Right.
I fuck women that I find beautiful, and the women who I want and who I want to do the X, Y, and Z activity with me are going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to cooperate with them just like they're cooperating with me.
Exactly.
So, like, these guys are afraid to tell women, like, they want to, like, throat fuck them or, fuck them till, the sunrise come up or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you guys shouldn't be afraid to say what you want to a woman, because, again, the woman who you want in your ideal mind is the one who's going to react positively to you anyway.
Right.
So you have to say X to get Y.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no getting around it, which I think is kind of funny. And I used to have that mindset. So, it's no knock on you guys.
Right.
I get it. But you guys, you guys still haven't understood the deeper meaning of enoughness and self-love, which I'm going to call another time in the future or some shit like that, because that's real heavy game and all that shit. You know what I mean? And Locario already knows that.
Mm.
But I was just thinking about it because, like, the other day, I told a woman that I want to, fuck her throat. And she was like, she just dead ass was like, are you kidding me right now? I was like, yeah, I want you to get on your knees and I want you to come over and I want to fuck the shit out of your throat and then come all over your pretty face. Pause. and anyway, it didn't end up happening because I had to go on a trip or whatever, so we couldn't make it happen. But like, she was completely fine with it. You know why? Because she found me sexually attractive, and she was the Y to my ex, and I'm the fucking X. So
real talk.
It's like, and I'm not saying it has to do with what I do. You know what I mean? If you're like a more romantic guy, do what you do. You know what I mean? I'm not saying to follow me or follow the car or whatever, but
right.
Do guys need just to say to themselves internally, and I know like you and Miles and whomever, like you guys already have this on the subconscious programming, which is like, you're like, this is what I do. No different than taking milk off the shelf or grabbing strawberries out of the pantry. Like, it's just another fucking thing. And I like to do it. And then I'm going to move on to the next thing that I like to do. So it's no big deal. You know what I mean?
Right. No, that's a fact.
But anyway.
That's a fact.
So I'm going to send another 20 over right now. And thanks for the call.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the call, fam. That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm out at you, man. All right. Shout out to Charlie Kiefer in the building. Okay. I found this video. I want to show you this shit really quick. Hold on. Let me,
hey, Bobby.
Let me bring this up real quick. This is like a short from Game Global, and it was titled like "When She Becomes Racist During the Date" or some shit. When she becomes racist during the dates. Now, I want you to pay attention to what I want you to pay attention to what Mike is saying in this in this clip, right? This is what I was talking about before. Let me play this. Here we go.
Look, I'm American. I think I'll use my credit card. Do you guys have anything non-dairy? Anything gluten-free?
They also do the cheeky eye thing. I've gone on several dates where girls are like, oh yeah, Asian people, and stuff like that. I'm like, first time I witnessed it, I was like, what the fuck is going on? They don't mean anything. It's not meant to be super derogatory.
Hey, Bobby.
So I hope y'all didn't miss that. So he said that he would go on the dates and they would make fun of Asian people. And he's like, well, you know, it's not really meant to be super derogatory, which means, oh, I'm okay with these hot girls disrespecting me. But let's see it again.
Hey, look, I'm American.
So this is just a guy, you know, Asian dude making fun of American white dude.
I think I'll use my credit card. Do you guys have anything non-dairy? Anything gluten-free?
They also do the cheeky eye thing. I've gone on several dates where girls are like, oh yeah, Asian people, and stuff like that. I'm like, first time I witnessed it, I was like, what the fuck is going on? They don't mean anything. It's not meant to be super derogatory.
You see what I'm saying? See, this is what I was talking about when I was saying that guys would be okay with a chick disrespecting them, and they won't reject these women. They'll continue to deal with these women just because they're hot. Could you imagine I'm on a date with a chick, like a white chick or some shit, and she says some like joke about black people? And she's like, oh yeah, you know, black people, you guys are criminals, and you know, you look like monkeys and shit, you know? And I'm like, oh my God, you're so funny, cute white girl. It's okay because you're hot. What? What? Yo, I swear. The shit motherfuckers do for pussy. The shit motherfuckers do for pussy. Horrible. This is crazy. Let me see what it says. It says, should you explain why you are rejecting her if you have to charge her because you messed up? No, you don't got. Well, this is the thing. You don't got to explain to a woman why you're rejecting her. You understand? So you can just reject. So let's say a woman says, "Hey, you know, you say, hey, let's go get drinks," and then she says, "Oh, can we go to dinner instead?" And you're like, nah, we ain't doing that. You understand what I'm saying? And then she's like, "Oh, but I don't really drink," and you're like, "All right, well then stay home." Like, so you just rejected her. You see what I mean? But you're not sitting there saying, "Hey, well, listen, you know, I'm going to sit you down and I'm going to tell you why I'm rejecting you. I'm rejecting you because," like, you don't got to go do all that. You see what I'm saying? So you can just tell her no. Or again, like I said, in your mind, you reject her. So you're on a date with a girl. She says something or does something you don't like. You see that she's being uncooperative or whatever it is like that. And you're like, yeah, this is a wrap. You just end the date. And this is the thing. You end the date. And this is what I say. The best type of rejection, truthfully, is when in the moment she has no idea. So like you're on a date. She says or does something that you say in your mind, yeah, I'm not fucking with this chick anymore. This is the last time I'm gonna see her. But as you're wrapping the date up, you're still cordial to her. You're still nice to her. You might still walk her to her car, make sure she gets home safe. You understand? Say, hey, text me, let me know you got him safe. And then she gets home and then, you know, she texts you, I got home safe. And that's it. And we're done. And you keep that shit moving. Exactly. Just the explanations are a gift. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. You said, I saw a clip about being direct from Game Global talking about you miss opportunities if you're too direct. Some dude on there was talking about having female friends. But see, that's the thing. You know, a lot of guys don't understand there's no such thing as, you know, you missing an opportunity. First of all, you're supposed to be the opportunity. But also, a woman is not rejecting you because you're direct. She's rejecting you because she don't like you. And just being direct made it to where she was able to express that easier. You understand? That's all it is. Because if he was indirect with that woman, she would eventually told you no, it just took longer. You see what I'm saying? This is what you guys got to understand. Y'all think y'all could just, you're going to be indirect, you're going to hang out with her, you're going to, you know, do something to make her like it's a bunch of nonsense. It's a bunch of nonsense. But anyway, so, well, do we have any more questions or was that it? I think that was the only one on there. All right, so guys, we have to wrap this up. What's today? Today is Wednesday. So tomorrow we'll be having another joint. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. And also make sure you guys go to shoplocario.com, badboymembership.com, cunninghamelements.com, and masculineidentitymembership.com. And you said, hold on, let me answer this one. You said, what if she says bullshit like the rejection hurt her feelings? Hey, let her feelings be hurt. She'll be all right. She'll be good. You understand what I'm saying? She will be okay. I promise you. She'll get over it. She'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. But anyway, so guys, appreciate y'all tuning in, and I will holler at y'all later. And remember, people, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm going. I'm out. These hoes fucking with their nose and their lips and they go around thinking that they hot shit. They cutting up their whole face, new tits look fake. Bitch, you need to stop it. You're getting Botox, trying to look young sounds fun until it's not it. You think you look better think again, because bitch, you are not lit. What the fuck's this about? You're so fucked and I doubt you don't even realize you don't look human. Lip injections look like you got punched in the mouth. That's that self-hate shit. That's what you do when you think you ain't shit. Only the real relate with what I say. Haters hate, I say this. Fuck that fake shit. Fake ass, fake tits, fake lips, fake that, fake this. I want a real bitch. 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 I want the real shit. Why are y'all so drastic? Your body is plastic, your mental is that sick. Not being dramatic, but one wrong move and you'll be in the casket. Y'all in a place where I can't be in. I'm a champion. I love myself. I'm happy in the skin I'm in. Why you wanna be in the skin of a Kardashian? Even these males want a facelift. They want to be like a fake bitch. They want to fake it till they make it. The fake call me a hater, but the only thing I hate is fakeness. That's the self-hate shit. That's what you do when you think you ain't shit. Only the real relate with what I say. Haters hate, I say this. Fuck that fake shit. Fake ass, fake tits, fake lips, fake that, fake this. I want a real bitch. 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 I want the real shit. Fuck that fake shit. Fake ass, fake tits, fake lips, fake that, fake this. I want a real bitch. 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 I want the real shit.